welcome back to the channel and welcome back, sadly, to London and the indoor world again. Back at Euston, which is great, but yeah, no longer outdoors, which I absolutely loved. So yeah, back here indoors. Today's session, probably just going to do some slab work. That flapper I got on the last session indoors in Fontainebleau, you can see my finger is pretty bad. So yeah, widely open on my finger. I'm just going to do things with smaller edges. So I'm going to go on to some slabs, which should probably all feel like V0s now, given the V3 and 4 that we tried outside and how small the holes were. So I'm going to see if I can implement anything I learned from the outdoor stuff here on the slabs in the indoor section. It's all a completely new set, I've not tried it at all yet. So that should be interesting just to see how it compares and how hard I can climb today on that. But yeah, the skin is bad on all my fingertips as well, so I might take those up and just take it pretty steady today with that. But yeah, main plan today is just slab work, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Okay, going to warm up on this V2 orange. It is amazing how easy this looks now. Massive feet is what it looks like to me, and yeah, really big handholds as well. Very easy to see where I'm going and what I'm doing, so it's going to be much easier, I think. Okay, going to move on to a V4 now. It's the one with the black holes in here. It's quite a straight route. Feet down here, starting with two hands on this. A hand here and up to here, and the top hole's there. So, like I said, it's quite narrow, quite straight. So yeah, going to have to utilise the angles of the holes and lean into them quite a lot because they're all side pulls. But yeah, it should be an interesting one. Trusting the feet and standing up on those. So we'll see how we go. Cool route that. What's that?
They added the football. This wasn't there before.
Oh really? That never used to be there.
I couldn't do this.
Oh, it's the first time I've tried this.
Oh, before.
So,
it's downgraded.
Was it?
Ah. And I couldn't do it.
So this wasn't there before?
No, nothing. Just me on the wall.
Right, okay. But the rest was the same?
I think so.
Yeah.
The same, yeah.
Well, I'll have to try it with just that foot then. See if we can do it. That's a long way up though, blimey.
Yeah, it was just smearing on the wall.
Yeah.
God, brutal.
Jeez. Okay, cool. Might try that next then. Cool. That was actually easier than I was expecting, so quite happy with that. I think the key there was just standing up quickly, really pushing off the right foot and almost jumping and pressing into the position. And then as soon as your foot gets on here, there's a good hole. So yeah, that was alright, that was cool. Okay, going to move on to a V5 now. It's this blue one in here. Starts with two hands on this. Little undercling, quite a good hold. Feet here and here. And also there and there. Very slopey hold next into a bit of a Gaston-y undercling, up to a side pull, and then the finish hold is there. So yeah, should be quite an interesting route, this one as well. Okay, just reading this, I think first move, and as is always the case with most slabs, the most important thing is my footwork and trusting my feet. So I've had good practice of that outdoors, so I need to implement that indoors as well. I think, funny enough, before I went away, I probably would have tried to muscle my way through this a bit more. But now my instinct is to load this left foot quite heavily, get my weight above that, and really just use the hands to feel towards the next hold, and just trust this a lot and stand up on it. Looks like a pretty good edge, to be honest, so we'll see how it is when I actually stand on it. And then you're gonna have to come up and stand up and get 2 hands on this hold and come up to the left side on these feet, up to the left hand, high right foot, block out the left arm, and then up to the undercling. That's the plan. So we'll see how this goes. Cool. Yeah, that felt really good. I felt a lot more confident on these, just having been away and climbed on those tiny, tiny edges outdoors. My confidence coming into this was a lot higher than I guess it normally would be, having not been away. So yeah, it's good to see some improvement straight away when I've come back to this. Okay, going to move on to the V6 just next to that one now. So it starts with 2 hands on this hole, little sloper. Good foot on there by the looks of it, and then there's a foothold here. I think it's going to be a left hand here, and then a right hand here, up to a block crimp on that hold, which I think I'm going to have to match hands on to get my left hand to this second last, and then stand up to the top undercling. So yeah, that's the route. I'm going to talk you through how I've read this and hopefully implement that as well. We'll see how we go. Okay, so the way I'm seeing this is 2 hands on this and then foot on this, probably right foot I think, but it might be left foot, right foot flagging. And then up to the hand here, which I'm just going to more use as an intermediate to then help get myself to the right hand. So I shouldn't spend too long on this and then go up to the right. It might be that I don't need this, I could just stand up straight to that, I'm not sure yet. We'll see when I get on the wall. From there, I need to get a foot onto here and a foot onto this. Come up with the left hand to this. From that, hopefully be in a position where I'm balanced enough to change hands. So release the right from here, come into this one, up with the left with the gaston, and then stand this hold here with my foot and stand up into the undercling, just get really, really high on that foot into the undercling from there. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Might be left foot on that actually, so I can flag for balance and then just go straight up with the left hand, and maybe come into this hole just to match that hole instead. So yeah, I think I misread that a little bit. So I think I'm going to start with my right foot. Like I say, I can go straight to that hole, so that's going to be the plan, straight to that one. And then I might try and go left foot on, right foot flagging, just so I can really lean into that and come up with the right and with the left hand, sorry, to that hole. Just pop the left hand there. I think that's definitely the move. Just need to make a bit of room for my hand to come in, and then kind of piano match by lifting one finger, putting one finger down, lifting the next finger, moving that along. I didn't really do that very well that time, so but yeah, pretty confident that's the way it's meant to be done. Unless I can come through with the right, but I think I'm going to be quite in an awkward position there with left foot on, right foot flagging and being here. So probably is left and then match, which should definitely be doable. Just need to load the feet a little bit more to go into that. That left foot is really bad. I don't know where's best to stand on this, but I can't find an optimal spot. Don't feel like I'm getting any traction on it whatsoever. Yeah, the only other thing that I just thought I should be doing actually, rather than going for that, the left hand is coming into this as an undercling once I've got up to this hold. Left hand on this, and then kind of pulling with the left hand and pushing with the left foot to then come over with the right. It's the only other option I can think of, which I guess makes more sense, to come into that and then right hand over to then go straight to this without needing to change on that blocked hold. I don't think you're supposed to change on that. I guess that's why it's blocked. So yeah, I think it's more left hand undercling on this and then up with the right and then over with the left. So we'll try it in a second. Yeah, I think that's definitely the way. I just need to trust that left foot more. Got the right hand up okay, and then I should have just committed straight away to the left, and I just didn't. And then the foot slipped and I came off. So I need to really keep that tension through the left foot a lot more to come into the gas line. You know, the thing I'm thinking is getting the left foot straight up to this, but it's quite a long way. But I think that holds a lot better than this one. This one's okay to come into the right hand, but then going up for the left hand is so awkward. So, but that just looks so far to step up to. I think I have to trust that coming to this to go up, but yeah, we'll see. Wow, that's so tough to shift the weight to the left. The foot stuck for a little bit longer, but then as I moved, it just came off completely. Don't know how to keep that tension. I think I'm going to move on to something else. This is kind of ruining my skin a bit now because I'm fighting so hard on this hold. And yeah, all my tapes come off because obviously crimping quite a lot. So probably going to try something else now. Okay, going to move on to a cool looking V4 now. It actually starts all the way up there, two hands on this. There's a foothold here, but I think essentially you're supposed to use just the volumes to get up there. So kind of a running start up to here, standing on this volume, and then reaching up to this. Once you're there, you just stand on that foothold and up to the top. So yeah, it's clearly quite a short boulder, but it's going to be quite challenging, I imagine, standing on these volumes. It's always difficult, so we'll see how we can do on this one today. It. I think I just need the left hand to get a little bit higher around the left side to start that one properly. But realistically, I should, in theory, from the looks of it, be able to just stand up on this. So I think it's more about committing and getting my weight into the wall more than anything else, and just trusting the feet, which I didn't do there. All in the mind with slabs, just trust the foot and stand up and really just keep it that simple. That's all that is. I was still scared, but I just did it that time. Just committed to it. It's as simple as that. So the only difference that I made was I just trusted it and stood on it. So cool route, that one. Nice little mental tester. Okay, going on to the V5 that's next to it now, the yellow, which I think I've tried actually previously for the comp. So it's been revealed as being a V5 grade. Two hands on here. Feet along the bottom, then there, big slopey hold here, and then another hold here, and then quite a reachy move to this tiny crimp, another tiny crimp, which is a side pulling undercling, up to the top hold there. So yeah, I found this one quite difficult before. So it'd be interesting to see how that benchmarks against my performance today, if I can find it a bit easier. But yeah, it's going to be quite testing my balance, my footwork, and yeah, mainly just trusting the feet and putting a lot of weight through them, because the hands are pretty bad. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. And yeah, for the yellow, of course, because it's comp, the volumes aren't in either. So not that they look like they'd be particularly useful, but I can't use the volumes for this. That edge is so small. That was better though. I think I just stood up a bit higher. I was still palming down rather than crimping, but I just stood up a bit more, which made a bit more room for my foot. So I think you do the same thing again, but then get more weight over the foot and less over the hand. And yeah, get a little bit more controlled to that hold so I don't pop off, because it's such a tiny edge. What's happening is when I'm trying to stand on this, my knee is in this, which means I can't get as close to the wall, because that's pushing me away. So when I go up, my body's coming out. When I try and go statically, it's just pushing me away. So I'm not sure how to do this move. I almost feel like I need a left foot on that instead. For that, I need to change my feet before going up to get the left foot on and then come up. But I don't actually know how helpful left foot on this is going to be. Yeah, my main issue right now is that my knee is hitting this, which is taking me away from the wall. So just going to try and figure out this sequence in isolation. Wow, oh, it's so stretched and so far. I don't know if you're meant to do that with one foot on here. There's no way I'm getting anywhere close to doing that. Just have to cut feet and then swing up. But yeah, tough route, man. V4, blimey. Okay, I'm going to end the video here today. Pretty disappointed from that session, to be honest. Yeah, in my mind I thought I'd do a bit better on the slabs, but yeah, wasn't that great today at all, to be honest. Yeah, more tricky than I expected. That's probably quite a tough new set. I've heard that they've made the sets more tough once again, just to, you know, do in line with some other competitors. So yeah, the set's definitely more difficult than I remember them being before I went away. But yeah, even still, even on that V5 that I benchmarked before, I don't think I got any further than I had the last time. Got to the same spot. So yeah, pretty frustrated, but that is just climbing for you, part of the process. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here because I don't want to worsen my skin anymore. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out loads. Appreciate all your support. But most importantly, as you know, make sure you grab like by the plums, and I will see you in the next one.